Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today we're going to take a look at the Nitecore HC50 tactical headlamp. So stick with me. So let's start by getting a close-up of what it looks like on my head. You do have a 90-degree swivel here. This is sort of a rubberized mount that it fits in. You can pull these off and use this as a standalone flashlight. It also will tail stand, so that's pretty cool. You could use it as like a lantern at base camp, for example, but it will spin 90 degrees. It's a little bit heavier because it takes an 18650 battery or two CR123s, so it's going to be a little bit heavier than your traditional AAA headlamps. It is going to be a lot brighter and more useful in a work environment, or if you just need a super bright headlamp. It does have an additional strap that goes over the top to support the additional weight, or if you're wearing it with a helmet. If you don't like the center strap, you can remove it. Unlike some other tactical style headlamps that I've reviewed, the power unit is usually in the back, and it kind of balances the weight between the front and the back. Although on this one, I find that it's not really necessary. It doesn't feel very front heavy. It is definitely heavier than, let's say, like a Petzl, just a standard Petzl headlamp, but you're getting that additional brightness and the ability to take it off and use it as a standalone flashlight. The rubberized mount itself is very comfortable, and it is molded to fit the curve of your head. The Nitecore HC50 pumps out 565 lumens from the Cree XM-L2 LED and throws 85 meters. It's 4.59 ounces, so it's definitely a little bit heavier than your standard camping or backpacking headlamp, but it is much brighter. So if you need that extra brightness in a work environment or just in the woods, it's not that much heavier and still lighter than a lot of the other headlamps out there. So taking a closer look, you can see that Cree XM-L2 T6 as the main LED there, and then you have two red LEDs off to the side. You have your shutter style push button on the end, which works as the on and the off, and then it also works as your mode selector just by half pressing it, just like you would on a camera. You notice when you turn it on, you do get an LED indication, and also you're going to get a voltage indication when you insert the batteries. The headlamp is held into place by these two rubber flaps that connect into the main rubber frame here, which again adapts to the front of your forehead when wearing the headlamp. The strap is very nice and fully adjustable and removable. The battery goes on the side, and as I said, it'll run on an 18650 or two CR123s. Now this is a 3.7 volt battery. When you screw in the cover, you are going to get a voltage indication from the side switch. And we get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 3.6 volts. Every time you turn the light on, the light will also flash, letting you know whether it's more than 50% charged by giving you a green indicator or less than 50% charged by giving you a red indicator. Inside the outer plastic casing and covers, it's a single piece of molded aluminum, and then you have these cooling fins on the front. So to operate the headlamp, we simply depress fully on the side switch button, and then from there we just half press, and that'll cycle through our modes. So we get down to the low here, that's 1 lumen. Then we have 35 lumens, 170 lumens, 350 lumens, and then the brightest 565 lumens. And then of course it'll cycle back down. To utilize our red lights, we simply hold it down a little bit longer and the red lights will come on, and then we can half press to switch those modes as well between just steady on and a steady flash. The headlamp does have a memory function, so no matter what mode we leave it on, it's going to come back in that mode. So if we leave it in the lowest mode and turn it off and turn it back on, it's going to come right back into that low mode. If we leave it, let's say, on a medium and turn it off and turn it back on, it's going to come back into that medium mode. To access the special modes, simply turn it on to any mode and depress the button twice very quickly. That will get you into your strobe modes, and then a half press will cycle between those. So we have a beacon, We have SOS. And then we just have a flashing light. The light can easily be removed from the strap just by pulling off the two rubber ends, and then you have a standalone light. The light will also tail stand, making it ideal for use as a lantern or when you need hands-free. So we've got the low or the moonlight mode, then low, medium, high, and turbo. You can see that turbo is extremely bright. Basically like having a tactical flashlight on your head. Then we have the red light mode, and you can also turn that on to blink as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video today, taking a look at the Nitecore HC50. It's a very powerful headlamp. I've reviewed ones that are 1,000 lumens and ones that are 100 lumens. So really what you're getting with the additional weight is additional brightness. I do like the fact that it is all encased in the front. I don't really like the ones with the power pack in the back, other than the fact that those are generally heavier, and so it does balance the weight better, especially when wearing a helmet. With this one, it's about as bright and as heavy as I would want to go with a single strap headlamp. It does offer the third strap across the top. If you're wearing it with a helmet, I'd probably take it off just for everyday use. Headlamps are excellent for camping, hiking, and backpacking, or in survival situations because it frees up the use of both of your hands. We use headlamps all the time when we go camping. The red light is really nice for maintaining your night vision and when you want to keep a low profile. I like the fact that you can detach it and it can tail stand and serve as sort of a lantern, and the fact that it's waterproof and made out of that rugged one-piece aluminum body. So I'm going to put some links below to GearBest's website where you can get a great deal on this headlamp. I'm also going to throw a link to my second channel, Living Survival 2, where you can see some of our adventures, including the headlamp that we used on our past camping trip. As I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and give it a big thumbs up for me. I hope you share it to your friends on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. And as always, click that red subscribe button for more videos.